Okay, yeah, I am late as fuck with this review. I sincerely apologize about that. I didn't actually end up seeing this movie until the weekend after it premiered, and then during that week was when season 4 of Ozark finally premiered. I'm just like, well, I can't not ignore that. But I've wasted enough time. Let's finally talk about Scream. Scream, otherwise known as Scream 5, is the 5th installment in the Scream franchise. And this movie follows, as far as I know, pretty much the same plot the other Scream movies have gone under. You know, there's this new killer, he's wearing the Ghostface mask, and he's going around terrorizing teenagers and killing them. You have this group of high school students, and they're all looking around each other. It's like, which one of you is the killer? It has to be one of you. Meanwhile, you have other people from previous Scream movies, namely Sidney Prescott, eventually finding their way in to help figure out who the new Ghostface killer is. I've never been the biggest horror movie fan. I've slowly but surely started getting into the genre as time has gone on, but I have never seen any of the previous Scream movies. So going into this movie, it was actually kind of nice because I was going to be able to review it completely objectively. I wouldn't, have the whole, oh, well, it's not like this in the original, or, it didn't compare to these sequels. I could just review it as a movie, and sometimes that's nice. And as a movie, it is a very solid, self-aware mystery slasher. First of all, I'll say this right now, Ghostface, he is menacing, he's really intimidating, and when he kills people, it's fucking brutal. I do love seeing the mind game he plays with these teenagers, constantly on the phone with them, asking them questions about certain horror movies, or really trying to pull the whole, would you like to play a game? Give them the false hope that they could survive, this little experience, when in reality there's no chance that they are going to. I did really like the cast in this movie. Namely, I thought the lead girl did a really good job. Fans will probably be upset that it's not really Sidney Prescott that's in the lead role. I will get to that in a minute. But I did think this girl did well for the story. She's damaged. She comes from a broken background. She's made a lot of mistakes in her past, which makes her kind of those characters that kind of needs to redeem herself. So along the way, you're kind of rooting for her to do that, which is nice. I did like the mystery in this movie, trying to figure out who the killer is, because you have this group of students, and they're all aware of this situation that's going on, and no one trusts anybody. So part of the fun is going through this movie, looking at all these different characters, trying to theorize who might have done it, and eventually a lot of them just get picked off one by one, so it kind of has to make you start from scratch. Like, you could think to yourself, okay, this person was here when this had happened, so maybe it's you. Okay, no, you're dead now. This person also was, no, they're dead now. But you're, no, okay, you're dead now. Who the fuck did it? The movie doesn't make it so cut and dry who the killer might be, and I really appreciated that. One thing that I think is good and bad about this movie, though, is the self-awareness. This movie is very meta, as I believe the other Scream movies have been. They poke fun at horror movies, like, oh, when you go into a room alone, or you go somewhere off, by yourself, that's how you die. Point out how franchises and movies have typically gone along, so, they see themselves kind of in a movie franchise, think like, okay, this person's back, so they could be the killer. Oh, but wait, we had to go out and recruit this person. It's very self-aware in what it is, and it brought for some, lightheartedness in the movie. I won't say straight up comedy, even though some of it is funny, but it brought a lighter tone in times where I felt the movie deserved it. Having said all that, the negative that I would have with that is when characters do make a lot of the stupid horror movie mistakes that happen in horror movies, it kind of makes you think to yourself, okay, you're aware of what you're in, so why are you still being an idiot? Why are you walking away from that situation? Or why are you going here all by yourself? Why are you unarmed this whole time? Part of it is like, you want to give the movie credit because it is so self-aware in what it is, so it realizes people are going to make stupid decisions. But having said that, I still can't totally give the movie a pass when stupid decisions or really just a lack of awareness happens. As far as the returning cast members, they have Sidney Prescott, they have a couple other people. I don't really know these people's names because, like I said, I'm not really in tune with this franchise. But that's what I'll also say. They take a serious backseat in this movie. They are not leads, they are the supporting cast. And that could frustrate some people. Some people see, oh, new Scream movie, these people are back. The trailer kind of makes you believe that they will have a big role. They don't really. They are definitely in the supporting character arc. So because of that, some people who are a big fan of this franchise from, the very beginning, when they see that they're not in the lead role, they might feel disappointed. In a lot of ways, it kind of feels like Star Wars The Force Awakens. Some of the supporting cast, like, Han, Leia, they take a serious backseat. The new characters, they're the main characters. If you're hoping to see your favorite characters coming into this movie and just completely take over, you're probably going to be disappointed. Like I said, I went into this movie objectively. I've never seen any of the Scream movies, so seeing these characters in the role they had, I was fine with it. And the roles they have are important. It's not as important as the new people they want to hand this franchise to, or at least wanted to hand this movie to. So all in all, Scream is a really solid slasher mystery movie. Ghostface is a really intimidating motherfucker. I loved seeing the way he terrorized these kids and really just came after them. The cast does a really good job. I like the chemistry between everyone. I liked the mystery in this movie. You're never really entirely sure who it could be. At least I wasn't. I thought the returning cast members played their roles very well. I liked, the way they did take a back seat, and I liked the supporting arc that they brought to the movie because by the end, it is important. Again, that may not be for everyone, and like I said, for me, the movie does follow some of the really stupid horror movie, cliches that we're used to seeing in these so long. I appreciate the self-awareness, but again, have to bring it up. In the end, if you're a fan of the Scream franchise, I think you'll really dig this movie. And even if you've never seen any of the Scream movies like me, I still think you'll find enjoyment here. That's all I gotta say, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. And as always, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.